Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Tuesday, August 12th. With me, I have two fabulous co hosts, I Chill and my gorgeous Moon. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes, honey. And I think we have some great tea, even though that Taylor Swift news that no nobody care about was dominating the news today. I still was able to don't care about her or Travis Kelsey's ass, but I was still able to find us some good tea to talk about. So let's just go ahead and jump right in.
Let's
Hey.
do the tea time, even though we got to talk about that terrible news.
Yes. Well, our first story that I wanted to talk about was Sha'Carri Richardson. So remember when we talked about her and she was arrested for pushing her boyfriend at the airport? Let
Yeah.
me make sure my screen is sharing because it looks blank.
It is.
Thank you.
We
Let me
saw
make
it.
sure because I want y'all to see.
We saw it.
Okay, so you should all be able to see this TMZ article. Richardson opens up on domestic violence arrest and apologizes to Christian Coleman. So there's a little bit of a video that she released talking about, and she pretty much is taking accountability for what happened at the airport. So let's see what she has to say about it.
Hey y'all, it's Shakari, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself. I'm taking this time to not only see myself but get myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart, in my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And what my own thing is, I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up, and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up, and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to run away. But not refuse to run, but I refuse to run away, but face everything that comes to me head on because everything on the other side is greater. But you got to go through in order to get there. So I'm Shakari, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And one love, much love. And y'all be blessed.
So you know what? I believe her, and you want to know why I believe her? Because in that whole statement, you all you heard was her. You know what? I take I take accountability. I'm paraphrasing what she said, but you know what? She did not mention God or the church one time. Once they started mentioning God, oh, for God, I got it, da, da, da. Baby, that's when you lose me right there, because you don't mean what you're saying. You're trying to use religion to excuse your act. So she did not do that, and I appreciate that. But it goes on to say, on Tuesday morning, Richardson went even more in depth on the matter, issuing an apology to Coleman, her boyfriend, in a slide on her Instagram stories. And it says, I apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it, but give it. I love him, and to him, I can't apologize enough. My apology should be as loud, just as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you, and I'm so sorry. So, and we know Richardson was booked on
Oh,
the charge of fourth degree domestic assault at Seattle Tacoma International Airport after she was seen on video pushing and shoving Coleman in an apparent dispute over headphones.
oh, it's over headphones.
And remember, we saw this. I thought it was over like maybe she saw him texting somebody or something. I don't know, but apparently it was over headphones. And remember, we watched this video of him. He pretty much had some nice things to say about her. It was like she don't need to be
Well,
locked
yeah,
up. She needs help. I didn't want to press any charges and stuff.
right. He didn't have a choice in the matter. I saw the video on Twitter right before the show, and the comments, of course, weren't as accepting of the apology as you are. It was a lot of criticism, and if this was a man that had done this, and she's smiling through the whole thing. Is this really an apology? And it's always the negative Nancy's who are going to come under posts like this. So you have to take that all with a grain of salt. And plus, the fact that so many bots are on the platform, it's really ridiculous. But um, I'm glad she spoke up.
And people love a false equivalency, honey. If this were a man, honey, it's already happening when it's a man, and y'all ain't doing anything about it. So,
It's almost
That
always,
but
part.
truth be told, almost always a man. So yeah,
hmm
I give her grace, and she needs help. Uh, Maybe this isn't the first outrage or fit of rage that she's demonstrated towards him, especially if it's something over headphones. So he said she needs help. So this speaks to there's maybe some other things going on, and I'm glad he's given her grace and that she's going to accept that she needs help.
And again, it's probably also a learned behavior.
yep,
Um,
yeah, I agree.
you see family members doing stuff like that. You grow up, it's almost as it's normal, even though it's not, you know? And so, yes, giving her grace and, she has to learn a better way and learn, it's not, yeah. Because it's not okay to put your hands on nobody, and
Right,
especially and I can see it being. I figured it was something trivial because you know she is a product of her environment and trying to change and learn and become something different. So every day ain't gonna be perfect. Um, so I love that she's learning and she's trying to be a better person.
I concur. Well, does anybody want to add anything else about Shakiri being a better person before we or trying to be a better person before we go to our next story?
No, we may go on.
All right, let me I'm gonna reshare the screen. And the next story that we're going to be talking about, honey, Ashley Biden. Y'all know
Oh
who Ashley
God.
Biden is, the former
Oh
president.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I was triggered. No, I'm fine with that. I thought, the Trump boy. Look, go
Well,
ahead. I'm
well,
sorry.
Ashley Biden, y'all see where it says Ashley Biden files for divorce from plastic surgeon Howard. Is it pronounced Crane? Howard Crane, her
or
husband of
crime.
13 years, honey. Crying. You think it's crying? I'll go
It,
ahead with crying. It sounds
well, it
better.
could be Korean. Well, yeah, I don't know. Whichever.
Whichever.
Mm.
Well, Ashley Biden, the daughter of former President Joe Biden and former First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, has reportedly filed for divorce from her husband, Dr. Howard Crean, after 13 years of marriage. On Monday, August 11th, Ashley, who's 44, who married Crean, who's 58, on June 2nd, in June 2nd of 2012, and at the time Biden was vice president then. She filed for documents in the Philadelphia Court of Commons. What's that? Common Pleas?
Yeah,
Anyway.
come please. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that place before. So, but the Philadelphia Inquirer reported, citing her representative. On the same day, Ashley posted a since deleted photo of herself walking through a park, giving thumbs up on her Instagram stories, while Beyonce's "Freedom" played in the background, per the
Mm.
outlet.
Oh,
Wow.
boy, it must have been a stifling marriage. What?
Oh, baby, we ain't even done. And it says the former first daughter also reposted the quote, "New life, new beginnings means new boundaries. New ways of being that I won't look or sound like they did before on Instagram, set to the tune of Miss Lawrence Hill, freedom time," the newspaper noted.
Jesus, damn.
So
Hmm.
the
She
key
is
word is
letting us
freedom.
know. Okay,
Right.
she letting us know.
That's the running theme right here. Freedom.
Oh,
And it says a representative for Ashley did not immediately respond when contacted by people for comment, and people has also reached out to crying cream. However, I mean, listen, I don't even really need to read the rest of this story, honey, because first of all, this age difference right here. Now, you know, I'm somebody who notoriously loves older men, but this right here, 44 and 58, this age difference it told me what everything I needed to know. And then with her putting shit like freedom, the songs that represent freedom in the background, baby, that girl felt stifled with that older man.
And
So
as a healthcare professional, a lot of doctors are really weird. I'm going to say, especially if they're really smart or top of their field,
Mm,
they
mm,
are
mm, mm.
different. They're different.
Yeah.
So,
A lot
you
of complexes, a lot
know,
of no
mm-hmm,
common sense, a lot of book smarts, no common sense.
none.
It's yeah, they're not, and they're
No
usually not
social
nice people
skills.
because they're
No, they're very
so.
blunt. They don't care about what they say to you. And then if you say you're upset, they still don't get it. They don't give a fuck, you know.
I think they're high functioning, like autistic, like like not having being able to feel other people's emotions or empathy. I feel like they have that where you can't, where you, what is it? Because I know it's a form of autism where they don't really have that sensory, like social cues that most people have.
Hmm. And if you
That's
have a reaction, they don't understand it because they don't empathize with it. They don't. They think
right.
you're, silly or whatever. They don't acknowledge it or
Mm,
apologize for their behavior because they don't see it as a problem. They see you as the
That's
problem.
that's borderline psychopath.
Yeah, they.
listen, I hear everything that y'all are saying, but I still want to be one of those bitches that be like, look, my husband is a doctor.
Well, I mean, you still can be. There's still good ones out there,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're miserable at home. But your husband
but
is my
surgeons,
husband, Dr. Cream. You know.
surgeons are some of the top tier worst assholes out there.
Mm-hmm. You got pretty diamonds, a big old house, you driving a Range Rover, and you got a Mercedes truck, that you could drive sometime. Uh, but you're miserable. You're
hmm
miserable.
And they usually busting down one of the nurses at work.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That
you know
too.
what? That's why they made big shades so I can hide the tears coming from my eyes.
I can't stand you.
Oh, you so silly.
Oh, shoot.
Well, did anybody else want to add anything about Ashley Biden or crazy ass doctors allegedly before we go to the next story?
No, I could see you doing the whole with the big hat and the glasses and throwing that lighter, that match back to blow up the car after you walk away with all your money.
Okay, because I was his lover, his secretary. Well, our next story. Do y'all know? Are y'all familiar with what swatting is?
Yes.
hmm
Okay. Well, how about Doodle Garbage done got swatted?
Which doo doo garbage? Which one?
What
DDG.
DDG?
Oh yes. Oh that doo doo garbage. I saw that.
Mm.
Well, too
Yep.
bad
And
for
y'all see, I
him.
have this TMZ article, and you see where it says DDG, cops launched digital manhunt for 911 swatter who got rapper cuffed.
Calling him a rapper
So,
is a
DD,
stretch. They should just say
honestly,
social media. What are them people called?
Streamers.
Uh, yeah, he's a streamer. A rapper is a stretch. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I digress.
well, he got music. I just never heard it before personally. So,
And you would be upset if you
Yeah.
wasted 30 seconds on it. You would be upset. So don't worry.
well, DDG had his life tampered with when someone swatted the rapper streamer. Oh, Moon, they took your advice. The streamer during his paintball tournament, and cops say they're actively looking for the culprit responsible. The Los Angeles Sheriff Department tells TMZ Hip Hop they responded to a call on Sunday afternoon along the 31,000 block of Charlie Canyon Road in Castaic, just north of Los Angeles, reporting a male adult was brandishing and shooting a firearm, threatening to harm everyone around him. And this is video of him being taken away in cuffs.
Hey, girl, get back! Dumbass phone call.
He better get used to that. Anyway, sheriff's deputies arrived on the scenes, drew their guns, then cuffed and briefly detained due to garbage. All captured on his live stream channel for his legions of fans to witness. We're told no one at the location, including Doodoo Garbage, was arrested. After investigating the scene, deputies tells us they determined no details from the 911 call panned out. Nobody had a firearm in their possession or posed a potential threat to the area, and Doodoo Garbage was eventually uncuffed. Deputies then conducted a fear report for a fraudulent emergency call. The Detective Bureau is currently investigating to discover the identity of the person responsible for making the fake call. Doodoo Garbage's attorney and manager, Dimitri Hurt, tells TMZ Hip Hop the anonymous caller fabricated a claim that Doodoo Garbage was armed and threatening people, which led to an unnecessary and heavily armed police response to a peaceful paintball live stream event. This reckless and malicious act disrupted the tournament, caused unnecessary panic among attendees, and put everyone present, including law enforcement, in harm's way. Dimitri continues, Doodle Garbage, who was there simply to enjoy and participate in the event, was deeply shaken by the incident. Having officers respond under the false belief that you are armed is an incredibly distressing and traumatizing experience. We are grateful that no one was physically harmed, but the emotional toll and the damage to the event's atmosphere were significant. They are planning on cooperating with authorities as they sniff out the evildoer, no matter who they are. Doodle Garbage recapped the account as a near-death experience on his stream. Thankfully for him, it just amounted to content. But I don't like this little boy, but he's right. That
No,
is
he's
a near-death
right.
experience.
Yes, yes. Somebody, and I was waiting to say that. I said somebody was trying to get him killed because that's basically like a hit with the police. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. I mean, he is a piece of shit, but damn, he do got a child. The child does need his father eventually. Shit, but
Hmm.
see, I
How
mean,
is
I
your
digress about Hallie. If Hallie would even been with him, we wouldn't even know who he was. And all of us girls, we always do pick a little project sometimes, and give him more than he deserves. But he didn't deserve that.
how is your attorney your manager?
Gir- Well, who
Girl.
cares? I mean, I just feel like what? For him, I guess it works. He
Look, he
need them
probably
both.
found him a 2-for-1 coupon or something. I don't know.
Yes. I
For
mean,
one.
it's probably somebody's family member or something.
That person's doing a lot.
Look, it was a two for look, it's probably cost efficient. I mean, you don't gotta pay two people, you only gotta pay one person.
Hmm. No, nothing against lawyers. Well, you know what? Fuck that. Everything against lawyers. As much as I like lawyers, I would never trust one of them to be my manager. Now, you could be my
No,
lawyer, absolutely, but my
I couldn't
manager,
give.
hell
No,
no.
not one person all that power. No way.
Well, did anybody want to add anything else about doodle garbage or swatting before we go to the next story?
No.
Well, this next story, y'all. So Lil Wayne, y'all know he's currently on tour right now.
Okay.
He
Oh,
actually just canceled his Toronto show at the last minute.
Mm,
So y'all see where I have this hot new hip hop article. Lil Wayne cancels Toronto concert at the last minute over unforeseen illness.
mm.
Uh-oh. Now remember the last time we talked about somebody canceling the concert, somebody passed away shortly after. Remember that?
Don't do that.
So knock on wood. Y'all hear me knocking on the wood. But
Well,
anyway,
he probably has those residual effects from all that lean, allegedly.
I know that dingling can get hard, allegedly. But anyway, Lil Wayne canceled his concert in Toronto on Monday night due to an unforeseen illness. Just minutes before Tyga was set to come out as a supporting act at the Budweiser stage, the venue displayed a message alerting fans that the show had been postponed and tickets will be honored at a future date. Due to unforeseen illness, Wayne's Toronto show tonight will be postponed, the message read. As his fans know, he loves putting on nothing short of the best performances for those who come out. And he was so excited for this one. Please stay tuned for the new date coming soon. All previously purchased tickets will be honored for the new date once announced. And I just want to flat out say that me personally, I've actually went to a Lil Wayne concert in March. This right here, he loves putting on nothing short of the best performances, is a bold faced lie. But anyway, when Budweiser Stage shared the update on Instagram, fans expressed their frustration in the comment section. At showtime, seriously, people travel hours to get here already, one user wrote. Another added, so it was known in advance that he wouldn't be performing, but you felt comfortable letting people wait during a heat wave and spend money inside a venue where a show wasn't even going to be put on. And then when you cancel the show, you close any form of customer service. Ooh. Lil Wayne's show in Toronto was part of his ongoing The Carter 6 tour. He's put he's putting on the tour in support of his album of the same name. He kicked off the run of concerts with an album release celebration at Madison Square Garden in New York City in June. After a short break, he continued the tour on July 30th with a show in Virginia. He's got more dates lined up in Detroit, Seattle, Los Angeles, Houston, and more North American cities through October. He dropped The Carter 6 as his 14th solo studio album back in June. It features collaborations with Big X the Plug, Jay Jones, Jelly Roll, Big Sean, Bono, Two Chains, Andrea Bocelli. I know that's right. Wyclef Jean, Manny Fresh, MGK, and Kodak Black. Oh, yeah. Do y'all think something is
Honey, for him to even remotely think that he would have been a halftime show that somebody would want to watch is beyond me. But also, how you gonna do your kickoff on top of that, and then do it in your beloved home state that you cried so much about that you couldn't do the Super Bowl halftime show? You full of shit. Shut up with your raggedy ass. Goodbye.
I
he
didn't even
really
see
is.
his state on the list of places
Damn.
that he plans to visit. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, but you thought you deserved to open up, please.
I was saying, what song is he gonna do that they could? It'll be beep 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 beep. That's all
And
they gonna
him
hear.
doing that
Like,
funny ass thrusting thing that he do.
and high as hell. Who wants to see? That's a family friendly show. That's not no Little Wayne venue. You know,
Yeah,
in
don't nobody
any
want to see
fashion.
that.
Nobody.
Yeah, the thing that made the Lil Wayne concert fun was actually like the crowd of people who were like, because I mean, he do got some hits. Let's be
Oh
real.
yeah,
He got,
but not
and
family
so
friendly hits.
right, exactly. And on top of that, that stage presence, ugh, it was like there was none. He used to have it. He used to be that guy, but just like Moon said,
Well,
honey, all that lean.
all that lean, he ain't got it. And who wants to watch that? Him doing that whole power thrust thing that he do. Don't I want to see that?
Only
And
for
then
men
at
at
the end of every
nighttime.
song, he always did this dry ass, thank you.
Uh.
Not
Mm.
dry ass,
He can
thank you.
keep that. He can keep that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean he do have some cuts in early 2000s. Oh yeah, but he kept it going. The block was hot. Yes, 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 yes. All that great stuff. But yeah, no. 2025. I need you to sit down. You ain't that guy no more.
Yeah. Well, does anybody want to add anything about Toronto or this guy who's not that guy anymore before we go to our next story? Oh, y'all, where our next story, honey. I don't know if y'all seen the discourse on y'all timeline, but you remember we just talked about Finesse 2 times and his teeth. We didn't talk about his sex tape leaking and his big old dingling. But
Oh
I don't know
Lord.
if y'all saw that discourse about him and his mom
Mhm.
said that she's about to get evicted.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I actually have two articles that pretty much talks about this.
Mm.
The first article I have is from Vibe. And you see where it says here, why did Finesse two times his mother start a GoFundMe? Sorry, I hate that ad blocker shit. Why did Finesse two times mother start a GoFundMe asking for $6,000? And then it says she's currently less than $4,000 from reaching her goal. So family drama is far from a new concept, but its effects don't get any less sad. Finesse two times his mother recently started a GoFundMe to raise $6,000 in living expenses after an argument with the Memphis rapper caused him to withdraw financial support. Uh, I don't know if her name is pronounced Pluria or Pluria, but we're gonna say Pluria because I like the way that sounds better. But Pluria Alexander claims in the GoFundMe description that she is up for eviction. Until recently, my son was helping me pay my bills, but after a falling out, I've been left to manage everything on my own, she wrote. Before I moved to Texas, I lived in Memphis, working, had my own car and own place. I don't know anybody here to help me. This is the third time my son's actions have left me homeless, and each time it becomes harder to recover. My landlord has given me just a few days to pay, and I expect an eviction filing this week. Alexander added that she hoped that she could remain near her family members and stay healthy, but everything she has endured has only made her load even heavier. This includes anxiety, depression, and the emotional toll of narcissistic abuse from her son. Beyond that, she has faced some serious legal trouble. So last year, I was scammed by Nigerian fraudsters, which led to a money laundering charge. Alexander added. Now I'm currently in court and facing the possibility of 6 years in prison. This charge has made it nearly impossible to secure housing, as I've already been denied by three different apartments. Despite these setbacks, I'm determined to find stable housing so I can rebuild and stay connected to my support system. Perhaps Finesse will share more context in his forthcoming music. This past June, he shared his latest album, Time Will Tell, which just came out 3 months after Stuck in My Ways. Thus, he could follow the 3 month pattern and drop in September or take some time off. So, I'm actually not opposed to his music. He makes some cute songs, and I like that quote. He said, "It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them." He ate with that
Yeah,
one.
that's the only one he been made with. But I don't know what I don't know what your mama did for you to not pay for her bills. I don't know. After you
It
moved
had to
her
be
out of
something
Memphis.
egregious, honey. And I'm actually looking at this
Well,
from an angle where because you know how when it comes to boys and especially Southern boys, they usually for the most part love their mama. Will do anything.
mhm,
Will fight for their mama. Will die for their mama. And on top of that, so what the information that we have from this article, he took her from their hometown in Memphis, moved her out to Texas, said, "Hey, mom, move out. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Just move out here, do your thing, and I'll take care of the bills and everything." She get out there, and now she got some kind of a she got frauded by Nigerian scammers, and now her ass got a money laundering charge. I don't get how does that happen, ma'am? Explain it to me like I'm five. How did you get scammed and now you got a money laundering charge? I don't. But so
Yeah,
Finesse probably had these rough conversations with her, like, "Mom, stop with the craziness now. I'm trying to help." But she didn't
yeah,
want to listen. And then instead of talking, because Finesse got a big ass family. How do I know this? Because it was a day on Twitter where they released a family portrait and everybody up in that family looked exactly alike.
yeah. No shit. Yep,
And,
sure did.
and I'm not even being like funny when I like they all look like twins, like clones, if you will. So the fact that she didn't ask anybody else or, discuss this family business with the family and stuff, she took it straight to the internet. Like this,
mm,
something ain't right.
okay, okay. With more
Yeah,
context,
some smells with this story.
hmm
that's
Cause
unfortunate.
you know niggas don't play about their mama. You know that. So something ain't right. For him to say, you know what, and then he still be giving her money, it'd be like 1,500 here, 600 there, 2,000 here. So he give her money, but she's saying, "Oh well, I'm about to get evicted." No, what you want is more money, so you can go back to them Nigerian scamsters and let me stop allegedly. But you know who I hate that we got to talk about him, but you know who actually had advice for him, honey? My
Huh.
ex man, my ex man, my ex man.
Oh
Uh,
Lord. What he have to say? Cause I know it
Ooh,
wasn't nice.
have to.
Well, it actually was nice because never forget, girl, he's a Cancer first.
Mm, mhm.
So, y'all see where it says here by way of this all hip hop article, 50 Cent hits Finesse 2 times with brutal advice over his mom's homeless plea. So 50 Cent took a break from clowning rappers to drop some unsolicited wisdom on Finesse 2 times after the Memphis rapper's mother publicly accused him of abandoning her. On Tuesday, May 14th, the hip hop entertainment mogul posted a clip of Pluria Alexander, Finesse 2 times mother, venting online about her son allegedly ignoring her calls and cutting off financial support. In the video, Alexander claims she was facing eviction and had nowhere to go. 50 Cent shared some wisdom for both Finesse 2 times and his mother in the caption. Hey Finesse, you look just like your mama. Man, just call her, he wrote. I said what the fuck you do what the fuck do you do when that happens? Nothing look at her and say you want some of this money or not. Stay your ass off the phone, ma. Who showed you how to make a video anyway? And then hashtag Finesse, please don't say nothing crazy. See, that wasn't too
Uh,
bad, was it?
How you gonna talk shit and then go tell somebody don't say nothing crazy? This nigga something else.
Well, he's a cancer man. That's what they do.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. He is out of pocket.
Well, Finesse 2 times hasn't directly responded to 50 Cent, but he did post a cryptic message to his Instagram story shortly after the video made the rounds. The post read, "Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut," alongside a photo of himself.
Mm.
hmm And then earlier this week, Finesse 2 times dropped a raw freestyle where he compared himself to Eminem and referenced a strained
Oop,
relationship with his mother.
oop.
Um, and
I don't
because I
even like
love y'all,
Eminem like that. Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna play that clip. So
Thank
Please,
you.
I mean,
please.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
but yeah, well, in the clip though, what he did say about his mother, and it was like towards the end of the clip. That's why I ain't playing it. And I just learned Will was able to teach me that you can't fast forward through Instagram videos when you on the web. But what he said was like how he caught charges that his mother wasn't there, and how he was like having a tough time and she wasn't supportive and stuff like that. So that's why I said there's something there.
Mm.
Uh, Well, anyway, honey, you go ahead and be great, honey, with that all that meat in your pants, honey. He gonna be all right,
Oop.
cause that ugly ass nigga got a big ass stingling.
Yeah, I heard it be the ugly ones,
You do, and clearly this is a great example.
but I ain't gonna ever. No, me not say ever, but I'm not looking to find out because if I can't look at you, I don't want it. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, you know what? This is not about me. Does anybody want to add anything about Finesse 2 times before we get to the next story?
Look,
It is
don't you
not.
dare, don't you dare.
It ain't a what you. We already know. We already know, ma'am.
Listen, my
So you
husband is a doctor. Okay.
He's not that great looking, but
like we know. Hmm.
oh, you're a mess.
Well, y'all, guess who want to sue Apple?
Who?
Oh,
Elon.
Elon Musk, fat ass. Oh, fat, badly built ass.
Fuck all of them. Apple, Elon, all of them.
To be honest. Well, you see, I have this TMZ article. Elon Musk to Apple. Why weren't you giving X the respect it's earned? Suggests politics are at play. hmm So, Elon Musk and his stupid ass made a bold accusation against Apple on Monday, suggesting his X app is being snubbed in the mobile store, and perhaps it's political. Responding to a post from the Tesla owner's Silicon Valley official account that boasted X was the number one news app in the USA, Musk asked Apple, which he tagged, why the company is allegedly refusing to list X or his AI program Grok in his must-have store section. And
Oh
y'all see
my
where it says,
god.
"Girl, just a big ass baby." Hey, Apple App Store, why do you refuse to put either X or Grok in your must-have section when X is the number one news app? Let me say it like here: when X is the number one news app, and Grok is among number five among apps. Uh, uh,
Oh
uh,
my
uh,
God.
Are you playing politics? What gives?
I almost choked on my lunch. I need you to stop.
So, suggesting politics was at play over the snub, Musk reiterated X was the number one news app and Grok is number five among all apps. And he added, "What gives? Inquiring mind wants to know." Don't nobody want to
Right.
use that shit. That's what gives.
We don't want to know. Who wants to
Shit.
know
Okay.
other than him?
Exactly. This particular accusation is new, but Elon has had a bone to pick with Apple and Tim Cook for years, even chastising the technology company for its treatment of the app formerly known as Twitter not long after he bought it in 2022. Yes, because Apple knew it was about to be some bullshit. But anyway, we've reached out to Apple for comment. So far, no word back.
Hmm.
And they're not gonna comment on that shit.
The
He know
respect.
why don't nobody want to use that or Grok. He knows.
He already know. Yep. We tell him every day on the app. He ain't stupid.
He's
The
ruined.
number
He
one news,
ruined it.
right wing news, maybe not
He
news anybody
ruined it.
ruined.
Oh God, so annoying.
It's almost like true social over on this joint.
Oh, I know.
Hmm.
It's gotten so bad. I'm barely on anymore. It's
No,
just so much racism. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And it pops up. I didn't ask y'all. I didn't ask. I didn't want to see this. Who said I
Oh,
want to see them?
over the most innocuous posts, like, me and my husband went out and had a great time, and show a smiling picture, and the negativity under a post like that would just be mind blowing. Like, what is wrong with people?
It's
Is it
crazy.
is it the bots? Is it real people? Like, what's really going on? And don't
I
let it
definitely think it's
be
the bots.
Or
interracial
when you
people.
post and then they put the political Trump ads under your post and you
Yep.
have no control over that. Oh,
Nope.
that's oh God. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a mess. That's why, Elon, are you listening?
Mhm.
It doesn't deserve the respect. It hasn't earned a damn thing.
To hell with Elon Musk. We love his daughter, Vivian. You know, that just burns his biscuits, honey. His daughter. Anytime you say that Vivian's his daughter, baby,
Yes,
he wants to have a damn aneurysm.
we like Vivian.
Do us a favor and have that aneurysm. Derek, that's not nice. Stop.
You know, I wouldn't be opposed to hearing it
To be honest.
if the news came across. I wouldn't be opposed to listening to that. Hmm.
Hello. But does anybody want to add anything else about apartheid Cloud before we go to the next story?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Well, y'all, this next story, honey. Salt and pepper and this UMG lawsuit. Ooh, child, it's getting nasty. So
Well,
you see, I have
I'm.
Oh,
this
Hmm.
hip hop article. Salt and Pepper claims UMG holding masters hostage in attempt to ruin Rock Hall induction.
UMG
Hmm.
and all kind of shit.
Yep. And who was? I think it was Pepper that said, "Let's make," or maybe it was Salt. She said, "Let's be very clear. This lawsuit has nothing to do with the Drake's one. These are two different lawsuits," and she's absolutely right.
Well,
so,
that is true
so
because Drake is a bitch. But go ahead, continue.
Yup. Salt and Pepper are accusing UMG of deliberately blocking access to their original master recordings and pulling their music from major US streaming platforms in what they say is a calculated attempt to sabotage their upcoming Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. The hip hop trailblazers filed a lawsuit claiming UMG has refused to return the physical 2-inch master tapes that contains the highest quality versions of their albums and singles. The tapes, which are stored in a secure facility, remain in UMG's possession despite several formal requests, according to the complaint. Plaintiffs' master tapes hold significant value and are incredibly rare. They are original, highest quality, physical source material of plaintiff sound recordings, the lawsuit states. The legal battle comes as Salt and Pepper prepared to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on November 8th of 2025 at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. The ceremony will stream live on Disney Plus, marking a significant milestone in their decades-long career. The group alleges the conflict intensified after they attempted to reclaim their copyrights under Section 203 of the Copyright Act. In response, UMG allegedly began removing their music from digital platforms in the United States, stripping them of streaming revenue and public exposure. The complaint claims UMG halted exploitation of the relevant sound recordings in the United States, thereby effectively demonetizing plaintiffs' catalog, months before plaintiffs are set to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Salt and Pepper believes the label's actions are a pressure tactic to force them to abandon their legal pursuit of ownership rights. And they probably right. But anyway, UMG appears to take the position that it can unilaterally decide when and or if a recording artist is entitled to termination. This is not the law, and UMG does not have this power, the filing reads. This is an effort by UMG to pressure plaintiffs into giving up their effort to recoup their rights to their sound recordings. Despite the legal standoff, Salt and Pepper say they have no plans to retreat. The lawsuit also notes that the removal of their catalog has erased access to iconic tracks like Push It, which the group says is ubiquitous at weddings and other celebrations. Boy, they not wrong, honey. We love to hear, we still love to this day when that song come on. But anyway, the timing of the takedown, they argue, threatens to diminish their visibility and cultural impact just as they receive one of the industry's highest honors. Salt and Pepper are seeking damages and the immediate return of their master's recordings, accusing UMG of conversion and violating federal copyright law. The duo, along with Spinderella, made history as the first female rap group to go platinum in the US and are only the second female hip hop act to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Get y'all money, girls. Yes, UMG did that shit. I can go look right now. Let me go see if Salt and Pepper. Let me get on Spotify or Apple Music. Let me try Apple Music
Um,
first.
I will say, you know how I am about karma, but when
Hmm.
they kicked Spin out the group talking about I mean, I guess they have it on title.
Oh, good. Okay. And let's see. Look, it's looking like. Let me. See. Oh, girl. Yep. On Apple Music, looks like they have only two albums on here. The
Yeah,
Very
the
Necessary.
older ones.
Hmm. And then 1997's Brand New. Yep.
Yes. So my thing is, karma's a bitch when you do somebody dirty. And so they
Yeah.
did Cinderella dirty as hell.
Hmm.
And so, oh, somebody's doing you dirty. Oh, you know.
Beezus has grabbed the mic.
Jesus! Let me shut up. Go on ahead, Sam.
I don't think you know what. To be honest, I think that might have been a mistake.
Well, it's rare. It has happened, but it is rare that Jesus gets on the mic.
Not on the recorded line, he ain't.
So I thought we was gonna be privy to some great information.
We only hear him speak maybe once a year, so we were getting excited.
Hmm.
Okay, let me shut up. Let Jesus have the floor, honey.
Look, you see, well, Capricorn King, if at any time you decide you want to say anything, just let me know. Well, does anybody want to add anything about Salt, Pepper, or Spinderella before we go to the next story?
I just had a thought. I wonder if they have to pay for that like they do for their star on the Hollywood Walk. Do they have to pay money to accept this induction? Just a thought.
I'm gonna Google because I'm curious. Now you just made me curious. Do artists have to pay for being inducted into Hall of Fame? Okay, let's see what. Oh, it says so. No, artists do not have to pay to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. While there is no fee for a nomination or induction, there can be costs associated with attending the induction ceremony or bringing additional guests.
Uh, I knew there's money in there somewhere.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I could see where, you got to get yourself there. We ain't paying for you, but okay.
So it's yes, it looks like it's not like the Hollywood Walk of Fame
Hmm.
where those people have to pay. Yeah, though. So that's good to know. Well, y'all, our next story, huh? Do y'all know somebody by the name of Miles Garrett? He do sports. I don't know what sport he do, but he do sports.
Mm-mm. It doesn't sound familiar for me.
Well, anyway, well, Mr. Miles, slow your ass down.
Oh,
So
go
Miles
ahead.
Garrett busted for speeding. Cops say he went 100 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone.
Mm-mm-mm.
Stupid. Stupid.
They never
Anyway,
learn.
they really never. And I just that just it annoys me so bad. Do you realize how dangerous that? Not only are you putting yourself at risk, the other drivers on the road for being fucking stupid. And anyway, Miles Garrett isn't just quick getting to the quarterback, but he's also allegedly got speed behind the wheel. Because the former defensive player of the year was cited for driving 100 miles per hour in a 60 zone hours after the Cleveland Browns' first preseason game on Friday. According to court records, 29-year-old Garrett was pulled over around 2 a.m. on Saturday morning, not long after Shador Sanders and co. handled the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte with a 30-10 effort. Garrett did not suit up for the contest. The citation obtained by TMZ Sports states Garrett was cruising in a gray 2014 Ferrari in Strongsville when he was pulled over. Garrett was issued a citation for speeding and has a court date set for Thursday, which just so happens to be the same day as a joint practice against the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Sanders had his own issues on the road this offseason. He got written up twice for speeding in just a matter of days, but said he has since learned to be more responsible. Garrett was also involved in a single car rollover crash in 2022 when officers stated he was driving 65 miles per hour in the 45 zone. Stupid. He suffered minor injuries as a result of that accident. So this right here is why his story pissed me off. So not even 3 years ago, right? You got into a single car accident and even got minor injuries from it. Now your ass decides to drive 100 miles per hour in a 65 zone or 60 zone. Are you
Just
stupid?
they are.
They
Mm-mm-mm.
are. Yeah. Could have ended his
Mm-mm-mm.
career, injuring his own self. You know. This
Or
is.
killed somebody.
Yeah.
I don't. Never mind.
So I'm guessing he plays for the Cleveland Browns according to this article. I don't follow no. Is that who Shador plays for? The Cleveland
Yeah.
Browns?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. Look at me learning about sports. Ow.
And he was the
Next thing you know, I'm gonna
quarterback
have a wife and kids.
for the preseason games because they have like four quarterbacks, but they let him do the opening game preseason. He showed out. So yeah, because remember how many rounds of the draft went before he was drafted? Remember that controversy? And
Yep.
yeah, he did a great job.
Oh. Well, shout out to Shador Sanders for doing a great job. Well, did anybody want to add anything else about Shador or the stupid ass Miles Garrett before we go to the next story?
Yeah, he sounds like he's gonna be the his own demise. He's gonna just knock himself right out of the league doing stupid shit.
There's like stuff like unnecessary speeding and texting while driving and stuff. These are things that just like really boils my blood because they're so easy. Like they're just so one of those small things to do that can have a major impact. You can get killed for doing shit like that. And it boggles my mind that with all the information that we have, all the accidents that we have seen over the years, that people are still so damn willingly stupid. It just pisses me the fuck off.
I was at a stoplight this weekend in the neighborhood. I was in the right lane. It wasn't anyone in the left lane, and I'm sitting there at the light, and this car just goes by me in the left lane, light red. Thank God it's just a neighborhood. It was no, a lot of traffic. He just went right through the light like he didn't even see it. I didn't get a chance to glance and see if he was texting or on his phone or whatever because he went by so fast. It was like, thank God nobody was stopped there because I think he would have ran into the back of him. He didn't even see the light. Yep.
Look, more than likely, he was on that damn phone texting. So, ugh, just stupid. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Well, does anybody want to add anything else? Cause I have this next story, and I think Happy, you might know who these people are, cause this story is very interesting. So I have this TMZ article. It says Shohei Otani sued. You and your agent screwed us on a $240 million real estate deal.
Not wow.
So,
This poor guy been in a lot of controversy since he came here.
hmm well, Shohei Otani and his agent Nez Balelo have been sued after they allegedly screwed over some real estate business moguls in Hawaii, costing them a fortune. The lawsuit was filed in Hawaii Circuit Court last week and the case's plaintiffs Kevin J. Hayes Sr. and Tomoko Matsumoto claimed Otani and Balelo sabotaged a $240 million real estate venture they had all entered into. According to the suit, which TMZ Sports obtained on Tuesday, Hayes Sr., a developer, and Matsumoto, a real estate broker, had gotten involved in a luxury housing project on the Big Island and brought Otani in to help promote it. But they allege a short time later, Balelo and the Los Angeles Dodgers superstar went to Hayes Sr. and Matsumoto's business partner, Kingsbarn Realty Capital, and tried to get them fired for no reason other than their own financial self-interest. They alleged Balelo and Otani issued an ultimatum and demanded that Kingsbarn remove Hayes and Matsumoto from the project or else face retaliatory litigation. Hayes Sr. and Matsumoto say they are now on the chopping block due to Balelo and Otani's actions, leaving them at risk of losing millions of dollars in economic entitlements. This case is about abuse of power, the plaintiffs wrote in the suit. Defendants used threats and baseless legal claims to force a business partner to betray its contractual obligations and strip plaintiffs of the very project they conceived and built. Defendants must be held accountable for their actions, not shielded by fame or behind the scenes agents acting with impunity, they added. Plaintiffs bring this suit to expose defendants' misconduct and to ensure that the rules of contract, fair dealing, and accountability apply equally to all, celebrity or not. Hayes Sr. and Matsumoto are suing for unspecified damages. Otani and Balelo have not yet publicly commented on the allegations, though the Dodgers' designated hitter didn't seem too affected by it at all during LA's game against the Angels on Monday night as he hit a home run. Mm-mm.
I think he has one of
Shit.
the biggest contracts in the baseball league. When they brought him here, I think he's a pitcher. Yeah,
Damn.
that's the one who's
And I feel like everybody's been trying to get over on him ever since.
wasn't his translator was accused of
Gambling, big
yeah,
gambling.
with his
Yeah.
money, stealing his money, and
Hmm.
got convicted on that. And I don't know. This recently, I think I saw he threw 6 pitches, and they were all really wild. And they took him off the mound. It's like it's something going on with this guy.
Mm-mm. Based according to this article, honey, he's shady.
Yeah, I guess that's the first shady thing I've heard about him that on his behalf.
Child. Or maybe he's just like not to give him any benefit of doubt, but maybe he just like all he do is just play sports. He don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the agent that's doing all the scamming and the
Right? Could be.
also happy safe travels. I see in the chat. It said 2.5 hours left. Well, just out of curiosity, were you familiar with it? Because I, for some reason, I just assumed that you may know this person because of the Hawaii and the LA Dodgers aspect. So I was like, she might have heard this person's name before. I'm sure.
I mean,
Well,
I don't watch baseball, but I've heard his name. I think I remember him being making one of the biggest contracts to bring him over here. to be on
Mm,
that team. He's very wealthy.
let me say,
So
where is he from? Do you
I'm
know?
not
Or let me
sure
see. Show.
if he's Chinese or Japanese.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
might
he's
be
Japanese
Japanese.
according to. Yep, according to
Japanese.
Google, he's Japanese.
Yeah,
Well,
I do feel like because he's made all this money, has this big contract, he's finding out he's got a lot of scammers in his life. I don't know.
yeah, and it could be that he really doesn't know what happened, or that it was a underhanded deal. You know, he's
Right.
thinking
hmm
he's doing one thing and they're doing something else, and yeah, yeah, he might not be complicit in it. His name is just attached to it, which is pretty fucked up. But he's learning. You can't trust a lot of people when you have that kind of money. Not your agents, not your lawyers, not nobody, because money makes people do crazy shit, and
Yeah,
especially if
that
they
type of
think you
money.
don't know what's going on. You know.
Hmm.
hmm
That type of money, you gotta have people checking the people, checking the people.
Yep.
Cause
Oh, Moon, he's a
scammers be.
Cancer. His birthday is actually the same day as my brother's, July 5th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's getting abused some in some way. He needs to be more careful.
Agreed. Well, did anybody want to add anything about this Cancer man before we go to the next story?
We're giving you the benefit of the doubt, Shohei. Don't
hmm
make us wrong.
Oh, it's pronounced Shohei. I was calling him Shohei. Shohei, sweetie. I am so sorry.
it might be Shohei. Don't make me tell a lie, Auntie. You could be right.
Well, our next story. I got three more stories left. This next one. So another somebody who does sports by the name of Sebastian Telfair. Are y'all familiar with that person?
I've never heard that name.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am.
okay. Well, girl, he is actually asking President Trump for a pardon.
Oh shit. The hell.
Okay.
So Sebastian Telfair pleads for Donald Trump pardon and says my prison sentence is BS. So
Mm.
this is about a 3 minute long video because I think the
Mm.
article summarizes what we talked what he says in the video, so we won't really need to watch it. But Sebastian Telfair tells TMZ Sports he wants Donald Trump to help him avoid a lengthy stay behind bars this year. The former NBA star is scheduled to report to prison on Tuesday after he violated the conditions of his supervised release in his healthcare fraud case. But he's hoping number 4547 can get him out of it.
Hmm.
Telfair said he believes the whole situation is definitely some bullshit, and he's confident if POTUS hears his story, he can avoid the 6 month prison sentence he's about to begin serving in a matter of hours.
Six
And
months.
probably 6 months, girl.
I, Lindsay, man, get out of here. I was thinking 6 years or something like that. Not 6 months. Come on,
Mm-mm, a
Auntie.
whole half of a year, honey.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Okay.
Trump he told us out in New York on Monday. Go check. I'm sorry, Trump he told us out in New York City on Monday. Go check in on my story, and you're definitely going to want to pardon me. You'll hold me accountable and want me to continue to do good. But I did too good to be sending anybody to jail. Telfair was one of several NBA players, including Glenn Big Baby Davis, who were accused of running a scheme that swindled loads of cash out of the association's healthcare plan. He was at first sentenced to time served plus 3 years of supervised release. But he was resentenced this summer to 6 months in prison after he allegedly failed to satisfy the terms of his release. Telfair told us the whole matter surrounded an issue with quote unquote paperwork, as he's clearly upset over it. It's super unfair, he said. But if Trump is unable to come through with the pardon, Telfair insisted to his family, friends, and fans he's going to spend the time behind bars improving himself and working on his book. I'm definitely mad I put myself in this situation, he said, but we definitely have got some wins coming. So my fans just hold tight. Well,
Mm.
Trump is not. Your black ass is gonna stay do them all 6 months in that prison, honey.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He doing too much.
Agree. Well, does anybody want to add anything about this man who's doing too much before we go to our next story? Y'all, well, this next story, and shout out to Chili for bringing this story to my attention. Portia Williams and Simon Gabardia, child.
That karma is having a
So I
field
have this.
day, ain't it, baby?
It really is, and that's what the hell they get, especially with his Trump supporting ass. But anyway, oh, not is telling me to disable my ad blocker. Okay, y'all, give me 1 second.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. Pause on this site. All right, and we should be good to go. Okay, so y'all see I have this U.S. Weekly article, and this is a U.S. Weekly exclusive. Real Housewives of Atlanta's Portia Williams' $7 million mansion hit with lien over her ex-husband's six-figure debt. So Portia Williams' ex-husband Simon Gabardia has been accused of failing to pay up on a six-figure debt owed to his divorce lawyer. U.S. Weekly can exclusively report. On June 10th, Gabadia's divorce lawyer, Onyema Foray, and please forgive me if I mispronounced that, but Onyema Foray filed an attorney's lien against his five-bedroom, eight-bathroom, 15,284 square foot Georgia home worth an estimated $7.3 million. Williams currently lives in the home after being awarded possession in the divorce. The lien said Gabadia owed $205,884.25 for services provided on his divorce from Williams. And like Chill would say, honey, the 25 cents is kidding me. Y'all couldn't just round the shit up to an even number.
They kill me with them sins, honey.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta star filed for divorce in February 2024 after 15 months of marriage. She asked the court to enforce the terms of the prenuptial agreement. Gabadia, who's 61, demanded that the prenup not be enforced due to Williams, who's 44, making alleged misrepresentations during the negotiations. Specifically, he said she intended to be a stay at home mom and had no plans to return to reality television. Williams failed to disclose that she would return to her employment on The Real Housewives of Atlanta as a cast member, Gabadia argued. Instead of disclosing this material fact, the wife made it very clear to Gabadia and the public that she was leaving the television show and not returning. A couple of weeks after filing for divorce, Williams asked for temporary exclusive use of the home she shared with Gabadia. The court granted her request, and Williams has been there ever since. As U.S. previously reported, the divorce was finalized in court on June 11th. Gabadia had been deported to Nigeria due to immigration issues days before the hearing. The judge sided with Williams and ordered the prenup to be enforced. The court finds that the prenuptial agreement between the parties contains all essential elements of an enforceable contract, the order read. Further, the order read the court finds that Williams has been a reality TV celebrity for years, which was well known to the husband at the time of negotiating the prenuptial agreement, and Gabadia nevertheless married wife with this knowledge. Hello, okay. So the judge added the court does not find merit in Gabadia's argument that Williams' desire to return to reality television or employment in the future constitutes a non-disclosure of material fact and misrepresentation, as these terms are not mentioned whatsoever in the parties' prenuptial agreement. At the hearing, Gabadia claimed his company, Stein Coal's value went from 296 million to nothing after he was detained by ICE. The court finds that Gabadia's testimony is inconsistent and lacks credibility, especially given Gabadia's testimony that prior to the ICE detention, he resided outside of the U.S. for more than one half of the year and was able to successfully run and operate the company internationally, the judge wrote. Ooh, they is clocking his ass, hun. The judge said Gabadia's testimony that almost $297 million in business value vanished entirely over the course of a few months without recourse or recovery strains credibility. Per the prenuptial agreement, Gabardia will pay Williams $40,000 a month in spousal support for 14 months. In addition, Williams was awarded the home, but will have to pay her 50% of the equity. Williams will have 36 months to refinance the mortgage to remove Gabatia's name or sell the home. The deal also awarded Williams a 2021 Rolls Royce and all other cars in her name. Gabadia will have to pay Williams' legal bills, totaling $224,000. Good for his Trump supporting ass. I have no respect for an immigrant who supports Donald Trump. You are a stupid fuck. And
Well,
I have nothing else to say about like there's nothing else I can call you but other than a stupid fuck.
as he
So,
got deported.
as he got deported.
So
Bye, bitch.
you can put a lien on a $7 million home for a $200,000 attorney bill. That's crazy. That is correct. But I guess if she has to sell it or refinance it or whatever, she's gonna have to give that person their money
Yep.
out of his half.
Out of his hair. And he really tried it, honey. He was like, all my money is gone. I lost $297 million after I got detained by ICE and deported. And that judge said, "Boy, cut the shit, cut the
Thank you,
shit."
Trump. Thank you, Trump. Crazy.
Stupid ass.
Oh
Well,
well.
and did you want to add anything about his stupid ass or Portia before we go to the last story?
No, dear.
Oh, well, this last story is kind of I would say it's an inspiring one. So even though she's not a favorite amongst a lot of people, Tiffany Haddish, she's actually talking about giving back to her community, the Altadena community, to all of those who lost their homes in the wildfire. So she was actually buying groceries for those people. She spent like $100,000 worth of groceries for those people, and she was talking about her bout with homelessness, and she started tearing up when talking about it. So we have like a little quick video that we're gonna watch by way of Hollywood Hip Hop's Instagram page, not Hollywood, Hollywood Unlocked Instagram
Is
page.
is this the redo tour? You know, cleaning up her image.
Maybe not. And the only reason I say that is because like she's always kind of, even when she first hit the scene, she's always been very vocal about helping homeless people. She's been homeless before. She was raised by a single mother and stuff. So it's possible, but I don't know because she's always this story is not new. So that's why I don't think this part. Now she may be doing some other shit that's gonna try to rejudge her image, but I don't think this is one of them. I think she really means this and she's happy to help these people. So let me refresh here so we can see it from the beginning.
Wildfires in January in Southern California. You remember those, they are still having a huge impact on communities in Los Angeles County. In Altadena, you know this story, the Eaton fire destroyed thousands of homes and killed at least 19 people there. On Friday, actor and comedian Tiffany Haddish posted on Instagram that she was giving away free groceries worth up to $150 a person for survivors and anyone else in need who was in the store. Hundreds waited in line for hours in 90-degree heat. Then Haddish showed up at Altadena's Super King Market to deliver hugs and encouragement in person.
God bless you. I came in this store, just wanted to bring some joy, heal some bellies, you know, I was like, fill up some refrigerators, and I'm so excited and so happy and so honored that God gave me the ability to bring together people, to feed them, to make life easier for them. I remember being homeless. I remember not having food. I know how hard it is when I come to buy groceries, and it's like I only buy like 10 items and it's almost $100. I'm just thinking to myself, how are people surviving?
After everything that's happened with the fires and everything, a lot of the people here felt like they were not being seen, like they were not getting the help that was needed. So this says a lot.
That's just me still on the property while I watched my house burn down after 28 years and I have nothing left. So thank you for this.
Thank you for showing me.
Something like this lets you know that there's inspiration, that people do care about what's happening in the world. We need more love like this.
My little soul is all filled up. My heart is all full. Get some healthy options for them. Y'all pick out your favorite fruits and make your mama get it. I got more than 15 hugs. 15 hugs a day keep the psychiatrists away. So I won't be dealing with them for a month. Save some money on that. I'm lying. I'm gonna be talking to my psychiatrist as soon as I leave from here because I can't wait to brag. Joy is growing in the grocery store.
Go, Tiffany. The total spent by Tiffany and her friends like Leonardo DiCaprio, D.L. Hughley, and others was close to $100,000. And if people brought more than $150 allotted, she grabbed her credit card and then she paid the rest. Those wildfires.
Did you hear that? So she gave them a $150 limit, and those who went over $150, she covered the rest with her credit card. Like
Wow.
I shout out to her. Like I can't hate on that.
Can't be
And
mad.
you right, and you see those people were really, really in need, honey. And then, like I said, this is why I don't think this is one of those like crisis management stories because anytime Tiffany has been very vocal about her experience being homeless, and every time she talks about it, she tends to tear up. I remember
Yeah,
that interview on the
yeah.
Breakfast Club. So
She's giving back. I love that. And those people are still in dire straits. I mean, they're talking about it now, dealing with the bureaucracy of the state and how they're trying to take their property and finding them for this and for that, and the mortgage companies. I mean, it's really sad to lose everything and then have to deal with these problems afterward. You know, people trying to really just take your land.
yep.
It's really messed up.
So you know what Tiffany had is they can never make me hate you, girl. Now when that time when you doxed that doctor and when you was on that anti-vax bullshit, now I was kind of giving you a side eye then. But when everybody was kind of like, oh, she's just too much. Oh, why she taking chicken on the red carpet? Oh, why she this? Oh, she's so extra. I can't take it. I was actually one of the few people that was like, her personality doesn't bother me. I actually find it to be kind of funny. But yeah, I did kind of give her that side eye though. I didn't like that whole doxing that doctor being an anti-vaxxer.
She's human. I mean, she's made some mistakes and she's entitled to her beliefs, even if it's, not quite making a lot of sense. There are a lot of anti vaxxers in the world. And so, yeah, she hasn't done anything really egregious. She's
Right.
human. So we'll give her some grace.
She's human. And she had a lot of people just tend to find her really annoying, like especially Marlon Wayans. That's gonna tell her to her face because she was pretty much saying how she auditioned for one of the Wayans' movies and they were looking for a quote unquote Tiffany Haddish type character. And she didn't even get the role to play herself. So she asked Mark, like, Marlon, how was you looking for a Tiffany Haddish type character and I couldn't even play myself? He was like, you know what, Tiffany, you want to know why? Because you're too damn immature. We sitting there trying to do the movie and you sitting there sitting on people's laps and farting and shit. Girl, ain't nobody got
Yeah,
time for that.
that's annoying as fuck, and that's the problem with her personality. Even in this clip, she's sort of a little, overboardish, but she's
Hmm.
happy, and I get it. But she can be kind of immature acting, and hey, it's who she is. That's not a crime, but it can be annoying.
Right. And people don't like to be annoyed. So
No, no, they expect you to have some kind of modicum of professionalism. You act like that if it's called for in the movie, not while people are trying to work and you running around acting like a 5-year old. Come on, that nobody wants that from a grown ass person of anybody.
speaking of movies, that she can act like that, because you remember how when Girls Trip came out, honey, it put her like I thought that movie was going to catapult her into like complete stardom, and she
Hmm.
she did have a little moment, but I understand that they're bringing that back for a sequel.
Oh,
Yes, I would love to see that, honey. I love her character in that movie.
yeah,
I
be
got
silly.
drugs in my booty hole.
Yeah, be silly in the movie, but not always in real life. That doesn't go over well, especially that comedic silliness. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But good for her.
Good for her, and shout out to Tiffany. Like this just warmed my heart when I saw this. I was like, oh, and I was about to cry with her. Well, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before I head out and go and watch my stories, did you have any other tea that you wanted to share? Any tea I might have missed?
I don't.
Well, it is always a pleasure. Thank you, Chili, and thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to listen and come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you can make the live show. Until then, I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day.
And send some emails. Auntie at auntiederek.com. We want to hear from you. Good
Thank
or
you,
bad, you know?
thank you. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, yeah. Send us some
Please email us.
ideas, some stories, what you want to talk about. You want to criticize, whatever you want to do. We might cuss you out, but it's okay.
Well, Chili might, but I'm like Laverne Cox. I am very open to feedback and very open to listening. So,
Okay, okay. We won't cuss you out, but yeah, send some emails. We want to hear from you.
yes, indeed. And thank you for that, Chili. Yes, and she's absolutely right. Y'all email us. And again, that email is auntie at auntiederek.com.
Yes.
But you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.